Okay, let me show you something I've done, and we'll see if it comes to fruition. What I did, I had a bunch of sweet potatoes in the house that I bought last fall. Been sitting there for a while. Still look good, but they're starting to sprout. So what I did probably, a week ago, maybe not quite, I came out here. This is up there. I've got my propagated stuff, my grape cuttings and whatever, and I just put in this bed, filled it full. It's got cross ties, as you can see. Filled it full of chips. This used to be a berry patch, when I had just a little small stand of blackberries, and now it is I don't know what it's going to be, but right now it's going to be a sweet potato patch. It's on the inside of my fence here, not outside where most of the garden is. But what I did was come in here with a shovel, with a sharpshooter like I showed you before, and I just dug down, and the sharpshooter at an angle, dug down, turned it up, threw some potting soil in to give the, what do you call them, slips, sweet potato slips, something to grab onto. This is the only one. The reason I'm showing you this, I didn't show you when I originally did it. This is the only one that did not take. So I'm just going to replant. Basically what I'm doing is replanting here, and just putting these slips. And I only did one per hole on my other ones, but what the heck, I've got 3, so I'm going to use 3. And I just kind of pull the mulch back on top of it. Well, let me just show you in a week what's happened. And really, these look like, they just look like a stick or something when I put them in. There were no leaves, no anything. And I put them about 4 feet apart. And there's one. And there's one. And there's one. All of them, except the one I just replanted, are coming up nicely. There's one. And there, again, about every 4 feet apart. And I've also got, as you can see, that is a blackberry. Again, this used to be a blackberry patch, and I have a lot of volunteers coming up, and the volunteers are getting put in pots, and I will be planting and or selling those at some point. These are, don't remember the variety, but it's an Indian name, and Apache, Navajo, Arapaho, something. And I planted them years and years ago, and they are volunteers that are coming up simply because this whole thing is just full of blackberry roots, and they'll pop up from time to time from the roots, and I'm going to take advantage of that. Not propagating them, they're propagating themselves. I'm just transplanting. So there's one that has come up real well. It was just a little twig. Matter of fact, it was I just saw these laying here. This is basically what it looked like. It was, I guess, kind of a pinkish color, but it was most of them were about 4 or 5 inches long. Some of them shorter than that, but all of them had that little dead top there. And I didn't really expect much out of them, but every one of them except one, I got 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, probably 20, and one of them didn't take, and I just replanted that. So didn't know what to expect here, and it still may not do a whole lot. I'm a little late in planting these. Planted them at the end of June, and they should be in the ground probably in May. But we'll leave them here till frost and see what happens, and I'll give you an update on it. And let me just say quickly that I did a video on making sweet potato slips, and that was a miserable failure. Basically, I put them in a container and covered them with soil, and just did a video. And in fact, I'll link to the video if you want me to. I didn't know sense linking the video because it was a failure. So this that's one reason I'm planting these now, is because those did not take. My dog dug up a couple of them and ate them, and or messed with them, and but they just they didn't do well at all. A few of them did, but not much, not worth messing with. So anyway, this is another way to do it. I just, again, bought some sweet potatoes, and They sat around in the house for a while. We didn't. So everything's
Eat 'em.
looking pretty good. We'll see if we make any sweet taters out of these. Hopefully we do. And if we do, I'll let you know. We're gone.